So here we are with Faheem from Prince Promotions. We got quite close over the last year. I used to phone him every day. Not long now for September. He was like, leave me alone, I'll see you when I see you. So, here we are. Tell us a bit about Prince Promotions.
Hi, how are you, man?
Yeah,
good
good.
to see you
Hey,
again.
love to see you.
And
Good
you,
to
my
see
friend.
Yeah.
You done an awesome event, by the way, that Man Down.
Yeah.
It does made a lot of difference,
Yeah.
especially in a community.
Yeah.
You're changing a lot of people's life.
Thank you,
You should
mate.
be very
Thank
proud
you.
of yourself.
I'm doing
because
what
I
I'm-
am.
yeah.
Because you're a good guy.
Yeah, thank you.
With Prince Promotions, I started in Exeter, Devon, about 12 years ago. I was doing it in nightclubs. Then after that, I went to Exeter Great Hall University. Then after that, Exeter Castle. Then I expanded to Plymouth. Then I went up north, Leeds way. Then after that, Torquay.
Yes.
And I was eyeing this place up for 2 years. And I came with my plan. I went to see Ray at Ronan Boxing Club. And I said to him, let's do an event together. And he gave me thumbs up. Then I thought, okay, at least I have somebody here who I can work with, especially in a place which I am not familiar about.
Yeah.
I needed a team.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Well, I think you're one of the busiest boxing people in this part of the world because you're a referee.
Yes.
You supply the boxing rings. You put on these events,
Yes.
and also you train fighters.
Yes.
And your social media goes through the roof with these fighters. So, and all the time you're trying to match people up. So, when you was a referee and you was reffing the Man Down event, a few people caught your eye that you thought would match up with other people, and you always keep it in here who could go with who. You got in touch with me and said, Clint, do you want to fight on the 10th of December?
Yes.
And I'm like, ooh, that's and I didn't say straight away. I thought about it, and my situation wasn't right for it at the time. But I wish I took you up on the offer, and who knows, you might chuck me in with somebody in the future. But what really caught your eye with the Man Down event, apart from the camaraderie of the fighters? What did you said you really enjoyed it.
I came to Colmore 3 times before to supply them with boxing rings and whatever they require. And it failed really badly. And this time I was expecting what I saw because all the hard work yourself and your team has been putting in, because I couldn't see you, but I could feel your nerves because every time you're phoning, you're panicking, and it's like I'm having 3 phone calls a day, man.
Yeah.
It's just because you want it so badly for your people, and you did it.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be a successful one, and on your Man Down events, everybody was happy.
Yeah.
And everybody was matched very evenly.
Yeah.
The best thing about it was a big party, man.
Yeah.
It was a big party for people to get together and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I love your phrase, keep punching.
Keep punching. I tell everybody this. So, I mean, obviously we've got 30 meetings over Cornwall now.
Yes.
It's the largest single organisation within a county, helping guys in the community, and I'm so proud of it.
You're doing a great job.
I was struggling a few years ago, and I managed to keep punching and moving forward. But you've seen boxing change guys' lives around, and you've seen guys open up a little bit more over the last few years.
It always has been like this because boxing is a gentleman's sport.
Yeah.
Came from England.
Yeah.
And 90% of the people who are uneducated or been to prison or been through hard times, they will end up in a boxing club.
Yeah.
Solicitors, judges, lawyers, these rich families, 90% of the people, they don't look at boxing as sport as well.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's cure for mental health, man, boxing. Boxing is cure for mental health. When after boxing, you go home with very light-headed, man.
Yeah.
You punch each other, but you're best friends.
Yeah.
And that's boxing for you.
What did you think of the standard at Mevagissey the other month? Because I matched them all up.
Yeah.
I organised it all. I got a fantastic team behind me, and I jumped in myself and had a go. You refereed it, and I think you was very impartial and a very good ref, and you was there to make sure everybody went home safe. Yeah. What did you think of some of the fights? Put you on the spot.
Good fights, because I respect anybody and everybody
Yeah.
who jumps in the ring,
Yeah.
because it's not easy, man. It's difficult, especially nerves, adrenaline. People are watching you, and you're failing against yourself before you go inside. Sometime
Yeah.
inside the ring,
Yeah.
but everyone done well. Everyone done well because everyone was really happy after the fight as well. So yeah.
Well, you was the third man in there, and a couple of times you pulled me off my opponent and got in the way, and you were there to do that. The crowd was very 50-50 with me. I'm like Marmite with some people. They either love me or they hate me. Half of them wanted to see me get my head took off. Half of them wanted to see me win. But you were there to make sure that everybody went home safe.
With your fight, the reason I stopped your fight because your opponent was not throwing any punches back. As you said, you're a third man inside the ring. My job is for you to go home safe, and your opponent to go home safe. And you caught him with, I think, 5 clean shots. I watched that video a couple of times after people's messages.
I've watched it quite a few times as well.
I don't look back, but
no.
I watched that video a few times because I was questioning myself. Was I right? Or was I wrong in that decision? So I looked back, and that was perfect decision because that guy's eyes, they went other way around. Other way around, and he was stumbling. That's the reason why I hold you and I pulled you back.
The way I looked at it was, if I was him, how would I have wanted you to have reffed the fight? And if I was taking punishment like that, you would have done the same. So,
Anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody and everybody. For me, boxing is love. I've been boxing since I was a child. And my father, my grandfather, it's in my family. So we all fighting people, but we know when to stop and when not to stop.
Well, I showed the video to Cole Greaves. You know Cole Greaves? He's out in the States at the minute with David, fighting Crawford tonight. And Cole Greaves said, Clint, that was Faheem. Could you pass my best wishes to Faheem when you see him again? So all the best to Cole Greaves tonight.
Best wishes.
He's got David fighting Crawford, and I hope it's a great fight. And Cole's a fantastic guy. I mean, he's a statesman of the boxing world now, and he's got a gym now in Nottingham. But he wanted to pass his best wishes to you. He said he knows you at the sport, and we've got to know each other now. And I wish you all the best, mate, with what you're doing. Sure, we'll see each other again. Cheers.
As you say, keep punching.
Keep punching. Cheers.